Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded at the 2.
Yes.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 65 yards on the ground.
That's good for Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. You go tight. You go. Come on. Sunday.
Now Saquon Barkley.
Come on.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hatch it. Wait.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got one. Mike, 54. Handle, 54.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Mike, 54.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check 55, come on. I got you, son.
Coming out.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Let me know.
Watch twins. Zebra.
Derrick Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let me know.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Squeeze, double. Mine's 54.
From the 22, Winston. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Better bring it. Easy. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Mike spot 4. Hey, defense.
On the run, it's Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yep.
Now it's Barkley. And some room to work. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
1st down, Winston. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
54 is Mike. Easy. 54. What we got? Right there. 54, right there.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
I got one.
Yep.
Five on the 50. 54. Mike, 54. Exit.
From the 30 on second down, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Mike, 25.
I got you.
Yep.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, they'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Yes.
On second down, Barkley. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike 50. Tackles.
From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Coming out.
To throw is Wilson. He completes it to Hunter. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Alert.
Coming out.
Watch the ship.
A first down carry for Henry. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Mike 58 right there. Rapid.
Coming out.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Fields. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score. Ravens 7, Steelers 6. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Steelers take over. Let's go. Let's do it. At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Green, triple T.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54. Block 54. Time to go. Night, night. Right there. 54. Right there.
On 3rd down, Winston. And able to haul it in is Kittle. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
I can't believe that you play. I can't believe that.
Green, triple T.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Easy, easy, easy. Hey, let's go, let's go.
So that'll back him up 5.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
I'm going back to you. Alert flare. Alert flare.
Hey, stop.
Yep.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Mike 50, Mike
Yep.
50. I got you. Wait. 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. You don't know no better. Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Winston, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 50.
From the red zone now, Winston. Jones has it, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Julio Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Steelers are going to retake the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Lambeau on for the extra point. And his kick is right through.
Okay.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Yes.
Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Yep.
They'll run with Barkley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check 6 guard.
Jameis to throw it.
Get up.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. Blue ready. 50. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Yes.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike. Easy. Hey. 50's the mark.
Yep.
50. Let's go.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Ready? Flag. What is that?
50, Mike, 50. Hey, watch the slant.
Tommy.
Watch the slant. What's more? 50, Mike's 50. I'm not ready.
I'm ready.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50.
Yes.
Watch the slant.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah, baby.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Yes.
They'll run for it with Barkley, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Switch.
Good job right there.
He's checking. Put it through. Check.
Look out.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Ready?
On 2nd and 1, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Go.
Look out.
They go play action now. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fields. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
On first down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Safety's creeping.
To throw again is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
Yep.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm ready.
This is Barkley. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Slam, slam.
Yep. Yes.
Now Winston. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Results in a 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Yep.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
What's the run? The run. 14. Check 24. Check 24. Kill, kill, kill.
Oh, no.
Again, it's Henry. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready?
Watch the safety creep. One left, one left.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Hits his target, Hunter. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Say, 19.
Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, exactly.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Run left. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, check. Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Mike 55. Quit talking about it and bring it.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Fields. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ready?
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Throwing is Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, Henry. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Watch quick.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it, and he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
25, check 25, check 25.
Ready?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
Hey, come on, dude.
Green on that play.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Nope. Yeah, I'm ready.
A handoff to Barkley. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Yep.
From the 36, Winston. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Easy. Reset. Green, 17. 54 is Mike.
Yes.
Check. Watch 54. Oh, that's it. All day, every day, any day.
Right there. 54. Right there.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Check nickel. Check 99.
Yes.
Check 99.
On 1st down, Barkley pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Wait. I'm coming after you.
Yes.
Mike 5-4. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
From just shy of midfield,
Lord have
Winston
mercy.
looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Yes.
Easy. Sonic.
Here's Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Get him. Flip it.
I'm ready.
Mike 5-4.
Watch us slip.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens 28.
Yep.
Begin.
Wait.
Mike's 50.
Not here. Follow.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston.
Murphy Bunting, you're going to get
Man on the
benched.
out route. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Ready. Black 22.
54 Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. Green, triple team. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Yep.
54. Mike 54. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
First down, Winston. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
When
A
there's someone in the
14-yard
slot, you
touchdown.
drop.
As
When
they
there's
now
no one in
sit
the
just a
slot,
2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
Trickles the Mike. Wild Bill.
Go Mike 50.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Check four. Come on. Sunday. Check 13.
Yep.
Check 13. Follow. Check.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Let it know.
Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Get that ball. Check 52.
Here's Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time,
That's quick.
but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
Watch
Who knows?
35. Watch 35. Stop your whining.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, Pryor has it complete. 20, 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
36, come on. Sunday. Sunday.
Mike's by four.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. We're just getting some penetration.
Flip it.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Yep.
I got it. Mike's 54.
Green, 17.
54.
Watch twist. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. Complete to Jones. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Green, 17.
Yes.
On second down now, Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Winston. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Brings up second and 8 at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Hey, one set.
Yep.
Wait.
54. Mike, Ricky.
Mike's by four.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Yep.
Right there.
Easy.
54, Mike. Silver.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Yes.
54.
Let's go.
Here's Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Okay. Well, we know he wants to cut. Ready. We're ready.
Mike's by four.
Now Winston on 4th down.
Oh, he read it. Oh, bad
Into
throw.
heavy traffic, and it's
Just
intercepted.
bad.
Picked off at the 21. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th.
Yes.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Caught by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play.
Yep.
2nd and 3.
Wide, get wide. Showing up.
Check 9, check 9.
Check. Lucky. Check.
Even.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go one more.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54.
Yep.
Mike 54.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
Ready?
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back near his own goal line, Winston. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go.
4th down, Winston. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chris Jones. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I'm ready.
Oh, here we go. Easy, easy. Green, come and see.
Right there. 54 Mike.
I got it. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. 3rd and long for Winston. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Here we go.
Yep.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
What? Who's the key?
Yes, Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play
Yeah.
the top deep.
What?
They'll run on first down.
Oh, my
It's Henry.
goodness.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The 40. The 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Easy. Hey,
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54.
flip it.
Hey, come on, oh.
Winston. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. To throw is Winston. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Green, triple C.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
I got it.
Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike.
Watch the slats.
Green, triple C.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, watch the leg.
2nd down and goal. Winston. And this is caught out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a 2-point conversion.
Let's bring it. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
You must easy. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Hey, we got to get the stop here. Let's go.
Winston. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
This last game of the season.
And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done.
Yeah.
Oh, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
I guess Cincinnati.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
The words.
That's fair. I don't blame you.